Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. In the 2023 financial bill, there is a section there where they want to tax digital content creators. You're in creativity, you bring out content on Facebook, you bring out content on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, whichever platform you are using. The government is preparing to tax you. It's not a small amount. They are coming for 15%, not even 3%. Digital content creators are people who are trying to earn their living on their own way. I have been trying to find out how the government is facilitating them or helping in whichever way when it comes to creating this content. Sijapata. Ukikata civil servants mshahara, ndio wameajiriwa mshahara, wameajiriwa kazi na serikali ama makampuni. And there is a way maybe the company is getting service from the government. Lakini hawa content creators nimetafuta kabisa, hata kwa mamboka kwa kibanda huko utapata serikali kupitia kwa county government wanafanya usafi, wanajenga vibanda na wana provide security lies mpaka kwa kufanya kazi usiku on all those things. In the content creating, I'm yet to find anything in terms of what government is putting there, an input from the government to help these people to earn a living. Then for them, they demand something from them. Like, you know, wamekuja na 15%. Eric Omondi was demonstrating. He called for a demonstration and the people have protested. Still, they are still protesting on this 15%. But Jalango just came with a bombshell. We are talking about a member of parliament who came out, a man who has grown through content creating. Like a member of parliament. A person people would expect, at least, he go and speak their mind, he go and defend them because he has been one of them. He knows exactly what normally happens when they are creating content. He has interviewed many of these people. He knows sometimes content creators will fake to try and bring out content to attract their viewers and to create a sense of direction in their viewers. You see someone going somewhere, you see mansion, you see them money, you see them in very expensive vehicles, machine. They will do all kind of manner of things, but you will discover most of these things are fake. The reason is that they're just trying to create content to bring a different in their creation, which is yani kitu tofauti na kile wengine wanafanya. Jalango knows all these things, but he dropped a bombshell yesterday. He's blaming content creators in the manner in which he's using just few examples of people trying to splash money out there, showing how they are rich as the reason why they have to pay taxes. So he's saying, I will not defend you because already you have exposed yourself. So if you talk about 1,000 content creators, then you use an example of 3 or 5 people. Hata kama ni opinion poll you are using, can you use out of 100 only 5% to make a decision? That's exactly what Jalango is doing. And his claim is that content creators are going to take photos in the houses they are building, maybe the kind of vehicle they are driving, or maybe the life they are living, and because of this, the government will tax them and they cannot defend them. Listen to him for 1 minute, then from here we are going to conclude this discussion because I have seen Kenyans responding to Jalango, and their response shows a man who is betraying the people that he needed to support, the people who believed in him, the people when they see him, they see one of their own. But he's coming out as the first person to betray them. Listen to him shortly.
Advertisement for PayC. He has an advertisement for DTM Company Kenya, and the list goes on and on. And Eric's red card doesn't come cheap. I know because I've paid him for some work to do for me. So it doesn't come cheap. It doesn't come cheap totally. And that is just last month. And it's content creation. And I don't know if he's paid tax or filed returns on the same. If you go to Mulamwa's page, Mulamwa, nilionyeshwa paka picha pali Mulamwa anakula getheri with millions stuck by his sides, a lot of money. He has several advertisements on his page, and right behind him he has this mega mansion that is building back in the village. Congratulations, by the way, Mulamwa. The government or the people who do not understand content creation, that you don't have money and you are not able to pay the 15% tax, when what you show out there is that you are millionaires. How do we show them and tell them that from content creation, Njugush has built a home and he's not able to pay taxes? And he just did his show the other day, sold out KICC.
Now we are continuing with the Punchline discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. So if you listen to Jalango, you would just make one conclusion. Jalango has been asked by this regime, because he's already in the handshake. They are on the same bed with Ruto and this regime. What Jalango is doing is bidding for the government. He's giving reasons why content creators should be taxed, but the reason why they should not be taxed, he don't find any reason why they shouldn't be taxed. He's just trying to explain why they should be taxed. So he's preparing the way for William Ruto to find a reason to tell people why he's taxing them. He will be saying that if one of you has told you the reason why you have to pay tax, who am I to say no? Jalango was one of you, and he's in support of this. It is better if Jalango would have just kept quiet rather than coming out to speak about this, because he is not defending content creators. Kuna matajiri na maskini, lakini ukweli ni kwamba maskini ni wengi. Wale watu wenye wako kwa hii mambo ya content creating, most of them are still just upcoming, they are growing. Content creation in Kenya ndio imeanza tu, haijakuwa like these other countries. No, you can't compare. In Kenya it's just beginning. In Tanzania ilianza kitambo and it's doing well. People can employ themselves through that. In other countries, talk about Nigeria, you talk about South Africa, they kicked off long time. So they have been there. In Kenya, I think we are just 2 years. There were just very few people. But right now, people are realizing that they can earn a living through that. And yes, it has just kicked off. So most of the people are still poor. You can't count 5 or 10 people out of 1,000 and then you make that decision. Go and focus kwa hao basi. Kama ni hiyo kweli. Uwezi tumia watu 5 kugandamiza watu 1,000. So that is the kind of statement Jalango was bringing, and it tells you that he's a man who is focused to support that impunitive law that's going to milk content creators dry. The same way they're going to milk Mama Mboga, Boda Boda, and other hustlers, content creators have not been left out. We thought Jalango is going to stand with El Comondi, support and defend content creators. But instead we are seeing a man who got his way and he has money bribed to vote against the will of the people. So he's coming here to tell us he's going to vote against the will of the people. So I want to use this remaining opportunity to read some of the comments coming from Kenyans. So let us go to the comment section and see what Kenyans are saying. George Nyongesa, you are just doing government bidding for the finance bill 2023. Your assignment is propaganda, content creation, so that you can justify taxation and tax increase on Kenyans. If you were still in Azimio, you wouldn't be repeating yourself like broken record on a statement like you don't. Here is what seems true about you, Jalas. You have eaten and you have to pay back with this video. You are a conflicted and stammering because your stomach and heart are in conflict. Alimpea kabisa. Kenya. Fake it until you get it has just made it. Too many fake rich comedian and content creators out here. True. It's very true. Watu ni maskini tu. Wanajaribu tu kuwa pale juu sababu wanatengeneza content just to get views and get a following. Boni Waithera, umeamua kuwapeana roho safi. Rafiki yako ndiyo adui yako. Okundo, JM Okundo. These are young Kenyans who have worked pretty hard to create employment for themselves. The government should think of creating employment for young Kenyans before they start thinking of taxing people out of their hard-earned money without zero support from the very government. Jalas wacha mchezo. Moses Kimani. Honorable Jalango, my understanding from this artist shows boasting is unavoidable act since they do it as a market strategy. People want to be associated with the wealthy, influence. A company would pick those who have a large following, real or created for marketing. Tell them that artists struggling to make themselves visible, the purported wealth indicators may even have been hired to achieve this visibility. Very true. Joseph, you are just sold your brothers. You just sold your brothers, okay? Another one here. I'm not supporting this draconian finance bill 2023. We don't pay tax because we are more than others. So we earn because we earn more than others. Neither because of flattering nor earning less is a national duty and a requirement by law, but it must be fair. There are many millionaires and billionaires hiding their money. Nobody is going after them. The nature of work of content creators demand they are visible. However, what would drive or the other house you stayed, those are your private business. That's very true. And another one here, it doesn't work like this. This government has already failed us. That is why content creators are looking for other method of earning a living. Let people be, let the government tax the people it has employed. Leave the others alone. Let us survive. Otherwise, Jalango, you are a sellout.